So if there's one growing community I feel like none of us can escape no matter how hard we try, it is the wonderful, strange world of Utahtok. I keep getting these Utahtok is rage bait edits on my For You page. I literally just cannot look away. A lot of you guys are already probably somewhat familiar with trends from Utahtok, the Mormon Wives show, the Stanley Cups, Crumble Cookie, Benson Boone. Remember when Whitney danced in the NICU, dancing about your divorce and who gets custody of your children? Remember those? All of that is kind of like the tippy top of an iceberg, and today we're going to be talking about the rest of the iceberg, okay? Let's go. So one of the biggest hallmarks, a big factor about Utahtok is their very distinct sense of style and fashion. Utah people literally stand out in other American states. They've got a very distinct aura, if you will. And one of the biggest parts of the Utah look is, of course, the infamous Utah Dent. So I want to show you guys this girl. She is a professional hairstylist in Utah, and she has mastered the art of the Utah Dent. It's kind of like this curly hairstyle with just one or a couple dents in the front of your head. The best way to think about the Utah Dent, it's kind of like the sassy journalist, the sassy baker that's in a Christmas Hallmark movie. So according to my research, the Utah Dent originally was normal curls, kind of like this wig that I'm wearing right now. But as time went on, it seems like the hair got shorter and then the dents got bigger, and then we got less and less dents in the hair to the point where it's just one big dent, specifically in the front of your head. Here are some more examples of the Utah Dent. This girl is filming her after she gave herself the Utah curls. And then this one says, when you go to Utah for 3 months and you come back with the Utah Dent. Guys, whether or not you love her or hate it, it's iconic. You see a bitch walk into any establishment with this hairstyle, you know she's from Utah. This is the exact hairstyle I want to see when I walk into a bakery. Bob haircut with one big dent in the front. You know the cupcakes are about to eat. You know that the banana bread about to be moist. Another big statement of the Utah look is, of course, if you haven't noticed already, the very aggressive tans. I swear to God, these are one of the most aggressive fake tans I've ever seen in my entire life. Girl, it gets to a point. Look, I understand wanting to tan a little bit. I'm not against fake tanning or getting some color, okay? But as a Southeast Asian woman, as a member of the Brown Nips Society, okay, I think it's a little bit far if you're 10 shades darker than me. Here's another video of them doing the dances at this gas station. Again, with the darkest tans I've ever seen. I don't want to sound like a creeper, okay? But did you guys notice that they were barefoot? They were barefoot, dancing at this gas station. I don't know if this is like a recession indicator or what, but the fact that this is supposed to be a thirst trap, like there are 20-something-year-old men watching these videos off to Ainsley doing a TikTok dance barefoot with an aggressive tan and a big-ass dent in her hair. And that's supposed to be a thirst trap. I just want to ask the question, why this specific gas station, by the way? Look, I get it if you live in a place like Indiana or something where it literally looks like gas everywhere, but imagine seeing this photo and being like, you know where we should film our thirst traps? At this gas station barefoot in front of this random guy's white Duramax. That'll do it.
After dancing barefoot at the gas station all day, I decided that I wanted to make a hearty, amazing meal for my husband, and that is this Indian butter chicken curry for 43 grams of protein. And that's thanks to our sponsor of the day, which is HelloFresh. My favorite thing about HelloFresh is that they have recipes for everybody, no matter what your goals are. So if you're trying to fuel your gas station dance-off, there are tons of low-calorie, high-protein options that you can make in less than a half an hour. Or if you're trying to make a hearty, comforting meal, there are tons of options like this Indian butter chicken I'm making today. Another reason why I love HelloFresh is because all the ingredients come fresh, pre-packaged, and right to my doorstep. So I can be the best trad wife that makes everything from scratch without having to waste any ingredients or compromising on freshness. You can also pause, skip weeks, or add things to your cart every single week, so it's grocery shopping made simpler. So go ahead and use my code MissyFM at HelloFresh.com for 10 free meals and free shipping. Thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to the content.
So now that we have our Utah Dent, we've got our Utah tans, now we gotta talk about Utah's very peculiar sense of fashion, if you will. A big trend I've seen on Utahtok was these Janko jeans, and it's just these really baggy jeans that they wear in like every single video. Here's the Janko jean squad, yet again, at a gas station. I want to show you guys this girl. She has a lot of fit checks on her channel. Again, she loves the Janko jeans. She styles it with a bunch of different outfits. I'm sorry, but like, I just can't imagine being a child right now and getting bullied by a group of kids that look like Jehovah Witnesses on the top and then wearing Janko jeans on the bottom. This is probably why my parents couldn't take me seriously when I came home crying that some bitch wearing shutter shades and a green Aeropostale furry hoodie was bullying me. They probably were laughing their asses off. Okay, I want to show you guys more of the Utah fit checks. Again, I feel like the signature Utah look is just layering a bunch of textures and colors over like really baggy jeans. I don't know if this is giving more like Shake It Up, the Disney show, or like the quirky aunt that doesn't believe in monogamy. You know, it's kind of like the best of both worlds in that sense. I just love how like fashion just makes like a complete 360, you know? This is how they dress the neurodivergent characters in Disney Channel shows to signal that they were neurodivergent. This is how they would dress those girls that would walk around with a ukulele and sing in cursive all the time. That's how I imagine these girls to sing every time I do a fit check. And it's not just the girls that have the quirky sense of fashion, okay? It's also the Utah men. Here's a bunch of dudes doing, you know, another fit check yet again at the same gas station. And again, it's the same type of outfits, very baggy jeans, the extremely bleach blonde hair. It's giving like the cast for the next Sound of Music movie. And I feel like the men have less options than the girly pops, you know? I feel like for Utah men, you're either Machine Gun Kelly or Gabe from The Office, all right? There's no in between. So to get a really good sense of like what all this fashion, tans, and hairstyles, when they all come together, this person went to an In-N-Out in Utah, and this is what it looks like. Guys, is Jizz hair next door to them or what? Because every single one of them has that aggressive, like bleach blonde, like almost a Gen Z version of frosted tips. I just wonder, like, if you live in Utah and you're not into blondes, what do you even do? Let's just imagine being like a dude who's like into big booty Latinas or black women, and they're stuck living in Utah. This has to be like their Get Out movie. So that was Utah fashion and style. Now I want to talk about something that's like a really big part of Utah culture. And in the words of the Mormon wives, it is called like this soft swinging soft hookup culture, if you will. So if you guys didn't already know, Utah has a really big population of Mormons who have a very conservative type of culture, especially around hookup culture, premarital sex, all that good stuff. So because of that, there has been like this big culture in Utah of people finding creative ways to, you know, hook up without hooking up. I mean, let me just show you guys this video of these two girls explaining like hookup culture in Utah.
Number 1 is NICMO. Okay, NICMO stands for non-committal makeout. Of like text, DM, app messages that you will get, like astronomical.
Guys, I love that. I feel like that's their version of the 2 a.m. boy text that's like, you up? Just imagine like getting up to pee at 2 a.m. and then you get a notification from Baylor. He's in his Janko jeans, freshly toned frosted tips, and he sends you, NICMO at soda shop at 2 a.m. Just imagine having that. Look, guys, it's better than getting an unsolicited pic, okay? Just saying.
Second one, trunk job. Trunk jobbing is where, okay, mostly high school kids do it. You get someone to make out with someone and then all of your friends are hiding in the trunk while they're making out. It's honestly really weird. And then you kind of all just pop out after.
For some reason, I thought that was gonna be so much worse based on the name, trunk job. I really thought it was gonna be some like nasty, sloppy, wet head or something. But of course, it's just a very tame, almost like the Fisher-Price version of voyeurism and swinging. My question is the trunk like their equivalent to like the chair, you know? Oh my God, I can't wait to listen to Bethany and Baylor make out while I sit crisscross applesauce in their trunk of their car. That sounds like great Friday night plans to me.
Pulling a switch. You might get a text that says, hey, want to pull a switch? So it's like you and your bestie and then a guy and their bestie. You go somewhere, you make out, and then halfway through or whenever you decide you're bored of that person, you swap. Conveyor belt. But this one has a little bit of backstory. Weekends, people go up to Dixie Rock. And either, I think it's usually guys, will get in a line, like 5 of them will just stand there, and every single girl on top of that rock will just conveyor belt go down and kiss each one.
Is this yet again another Fisher-Price tamed version of an orgy or swinging? So they said in the video specifically that the conveyor belt stuff happens in this place called Dixie Rock. So I just looked up what Dixie Rock is, and bitch, let me tell you, what an interesting place. So here's just, you know, an average night at Dixie Rock, just a bunch of people looking for, you know, a bunch of partners to do trunk jobs with. Here's some more of the conveyor belt stuff at Dixie Rock, and it just seems like going up to random people and just giving them a peck on the lips and then running away. And then this girl is showing the kiss cam account from her sister's high school of all of them doing the conveyor belts. And this is why Utah is just such a special place. Because literally, how do you guys come up with like some freaky deaky while also keeping it vanilla? I can't stop laughing every time I say Dixie Rock because like what is that name? It sounds like a place in Scooby-Doo. Oh, Jankies, I lost my glasses in the trunk of their car. Where's my glasses? Zoink, Scoob. There's hella bitches with dents in their hair here. Also, bitches, don't let anyone tell Bonnie Blue about this place. She's gonna ruin it. I also just found this video from moms at Dixie Rock. It says, wanna go to Dixie Rock after we put our kids to bed?
She's really good.
This is I peaked in high school final boss activities. Cause what you guys talking about, putting your kids to sleep and now you guys wanna go make out at Dixie Rock. Like what the bitch? Like at that point, just do anal. You're a full-blown adult. Like you don't have to do this soft swinging. You can do the whole damn thing. Or this is kind of like the intro to a swinging event, right? Like their husband's been acting up lately and now they want to go to Dixie Rock and pull a switch so they can like switch husbands for a little bit, you know? They go to Dixie Rock and it's like a Shark Tank trade-off episode. How about you get my husband Baylor as part of your conveyor belt, but then you give me your Brigham for my trunk job, and then I get 1 NICMO in perpetuity. How about that?
Number 5 is soaking. I'm sure you've all heard of it. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay, so they don't talk about the definition in the video, but for those of you who don't know, soaking is when a man inserts himself, okay, and he just leaves it in. No thrusting, all right? Because that would make it premarital. Guys, I have to give it to them. This is like 10 out of 10 creative points. I also want to celebrate the fact that I think we have found a group of people that are genuinely more horny than high school band kids. Yep, round of applause. We found them, you guys. I feel like there's a lot of merit in a group of people finding creative ways to swing without actually swinging. You know, at such a young age too. Okay, another big part of Utahtok that I wanted to show you guys is this culture of being soda drunk. So in the Mormon faith, they are not allowed to drink alcohol beverages or any hot beverages like coffee and tea. So they replace, you know, your latte or Starbucks and whatnot with caffeinated like specialty sodas. So because at like weddings and special events, there's no alcohol, apparently there are people that get soda drunk off of the, like, I don't know, 500 milligrams of caffeine they had that day. So this girl is a venue owner in Utah, and these are a few videos of her wedding venue of people being soda drunk.
I want it, I got it. 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 I want it.
Whoa, easy there, white chocolate. Bro, what kind of sodas do you guys have in Utah? Are you guys sure that they only partook in drinking caffeinated sodas? Guys, can we get someone to check on their pupils, please? Bro, I am telling you, these guys would love Burning Man and women that don't shave their armpits. They were born to be your immigrant uncle that gets crunked every Tuesday and forced to be these sober Utah residents. So I did a little bit more research on what type of sodas that these people are drinking, and there's this really popular brand called Swig. What they do is that they make specialty sodas. It's pretty much just like a normal soda, like a Dr. Pepper or Coke or something, and then you get to add whatever toppings you want onto them. And so that's why a lot of these drinks range from like 50 calories all the way up to like 600 calories, which is a crazy variance, by the way. Like, I don't even know like what you guys are adding to this to make it from 50 calories to 600 calories. This is the perfect thing you need to power up your conveyor belt session you're about to have at Dixie Rock, you know? Just take some, a Big Al or Spring Fling, the Ring King with you, and you should be powered up all night. You know what? I don't know about these names though. You know, I feel like it's not giving the true Utah experience, right? Which is that it should sound really menacing, but it's actually like really like vanilla. Yeah, I'll get an order of the Bonnie Blue with the rim job, and it's just like a blue lemonade with a sugar rim. Hey Baylor, give me a sloppy head with teeth, and it's just like a jungle juice with marshmallows in it. I don't know. Okay, here's a couple more videos I want to show you guys of people getting soda drunk, mostly at weddings.
Are you finding a rave in a McDonald's?
In a McDonald's play.
We have to give it to them, right? They're getting really lit off of nothing but caffeine, a couple McDoubles, and probably the N-word in there. If it's one feeling I get from watching every single one of these videos, It's like, it feels like we're in a Disney Channel high school. This is how I imagined it would feel and look like to attend Hollywood Arts, which is like the high school that all the Victoria's kids went to. The same universe where someone gets away with doing a really bad black scent as a ventriloquist is also the same universe that people are dead ass getting lit at a McDonald's ball pit. The same universe that made us believe that this was a good dance-off is the same universe that Soda Drunk exists. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they're the same universe. Every time I'm watching one of these raves or Soda Drunk type events, I'm just waiting, praying, manifesting that like one of them just starts doing a dance off. Hey Barthany, heard you try to nick me with my man that I've known for 2 weeks. How about we settle this with a dance off at the gas station? Oh, and don't bring your shoes. Like, you guys really want me to believe that they're conveyor belting, they're doing trunk jobs at Dixie Rock, and there hasn't been like a rivalry dance-off? Bitch, please. So I feel like at this point, this would not be a cohesive video about Utahtok if we don't talk about BYU. If you guys don't know what BYU is, it is essentially a university in Provo, Utah, and it is supported by the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Church, which means that it is a sober college and there is like this honor code they all are all supposed to abide by. It is also known for being a very conservative campus, having very questionable values about immigrants, women, and especially gay people. Like, I feel like if they could have banned Subarus and Carabiners, they would have. Okay, like that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of energy they have here. But before we on any like really bad takes that these BYU students have, I do want to say that at least they are anti-ICE. They recently went viral for protesting Customs and Border Patrol trying to recruit on their campus. So, you know, at least they have that going for them. But with that being said, they do go pretty viral a lot of the times for videos like this via the Black Menaces TikTok channel.
Would you report someone to the Honor Code office for same-sex dating on campus?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to expand on that?
Sure. I mean, it's clearly outlined in the honor code, you know, and I took an oath to uphold that honor code and, you know, see or go after people that aren't seeing it. So.
What does the Honor Code say about same-sex dating?
They say that it's not encouraged and that it shouldn't be publicized or allowed on campus.
Oh, it's not part of the honor code. It's not part of the honor code. Bitch, is it part of the honor code for you to dress like a 2003 Blockbuster employee that's going through a bad divorce? He literally looks like he'd be the kind of guy that says, princess, princess. This is how I imagine Elon to look and dress and sound like when he was begging to get on that island. Now, I don't know if you guys caught this in the video, but they did specify that going after gay people is not in the honor code. I think that was just a Freudian slip that he had. Here's another BYU interview that I wanted to show you guys.
Do you support gay marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I support what is family proclamation and what the leaders of the church say.
Not in general, no.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
I just, I mean, it's definitely a state-by-state issue, but I think that, if I can collect my thoughts, when something becomes supported by the state, then I think it transfers the, it kind of, sorry, I'm a little on the spot here. When the state says something's okay, then the people who are governed begin to think it's more all right.
What is going through bro's head where he needs to make those hand gestures? Like, what is going on? Bro, we're asking you if you think that other gay people should have rights, okay? We didn't need you to imagine fondling big hairy balls. Okay, just answer the question, yes or no. Like, I don't understand this argument. It's like if you see somebody else doing something that you don't want to do, that doesn't mean that you are forced to also partake in those activities, you know? I don't know, if someone that you knew started doing poop stuff and you're just like not really into that, are you gonna start doing poop stuff? I don't know. I feel like this whole mentality is just so stupid. And not only do they have questionable views about, you know, gay people, they also have very questionable views about women. who also attend this university.
Okay, the question is, do you consider yourself a feminist, or would you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, dope, that's it. Cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Awesome.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, dope. Can I ask you why?
Maybe I just don't know a whole lot about it, and I feel like a lot of the views are a little bit more negative than I feel like they could be.
Okay, dope, that's it.
Oh my God, what do you mean you don't know what feminism means? Do they not have first grade education in Utah? Every time I watch these videos, I get so annoyed with the stupid ass like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna do more research. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, bitch, what do you think feminism is? Feminism is what allowed you to even be at this school, you dumb bitch. Feminism is what allowed you to Dougie badly barefoot at the gas station, not to get your ass beat. Do you guys not see that? It's like they think that feminism means that everyone has to get a septum piercing tomorrow and think that season 8 of Game of Thrones is great. Feminism means that we remove caffeine from the sodas because that's my woke take. Like, what do you guys think feminism means? Okay, so overall, what do I want to say about this video? I don't really have a problem with Utah. Like, yes, they have a weird sense of style and fashion and customs and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I do not agree with like the anti-gay sentiments and the anti-feminist sentiments in this video. Other than that, please do not send any of these people hate or harass anybody. Like, this was just a really funny video that I wanted to show you guys of like a not so niche community on TikTok. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And then I will see you guys in the next video where we talk about Disney moms. Oh yeah, bitch. Stay tuned. Bye.